During the 1980s, some of the most memorable moments in boxing history involved four great champions. Their rivalry spanned the decade and went from the welterweight to the super middleweight divisions. This is the chronicle of boxing's greatest four-way rivalry. Top Rank presents the Fabulous Four. In 1980, Sugar Ray Leonard, the WBC welterweight champion, was an emerging superstar. Roberto Duran, who had ruled the lightweight division with his hands of stone, stepped up to challenge the welterweights. The hitman, Thomas Hearns, had shot down every opponent en route to the WBA welterweight title. And marvelous Marvin Hagler was the newly crowned, undisputed middleweight king. The four-way rivalry began in Montreal at Olympic Stadium. WBC welterweight champion Sugar Ray Leonard defending his title against Roberto Duran, who was seeking a second world title.
Roberto Duran continues here in the second round to pursue Sugar Ray Leonard and nails him with a good left hand. Duran landed a good left that hurt Leonard, pushed him back. And so Roberto Duran stepping up here shows he's got power as a welterweight. Leonard stunned and wary now of the hands of stone. Good right hand underneath by Roberto. Duran looking to take the welterweight crown from Leonard, and he is showing Sugar Ray he can punch. Leonard holding on. He was definitely hurt by that left hand. It's a stationary Leonard, and Roberto Duran has been taking advantage of that. Leonard missing with the left and the right. Duran tries to work at close range and lands another good left hook. A right by Duran. Leonard fights back, but Duran nails him again. A big second round for Duran. He's got Leonard reeling. Round two ends none too soon for Sugar Ray Leonard. And here's why. Duran will nail him with this good left hand. Kind of a half hook, half uppercut. Leonard staggers against the ropes, and Duran is all over him. Duran got good leverage on this punch. Slipping the jab of Leonard. He'll reach down and bring that left from down under. Leonard keeps his right hand a little bit low, and Duran nails him with that good punch. This may be the first time in his pro career that Leonard has been hurt like this. In Duran's corner, Ray Arcel, the cagey boxing veteran, telling Duran more of the same in the third. Duran looking now in round three to continue what he had going in that second round, in which he really hurt Leonard badly with that left hand and was all over him to the body and the head. And he's finding a stationary Ray Leonard. Look, Leonard is not moving as much as we would expect him to do in this bout. Duran able to walk right in, work to the body and the head. This 29-year-old former lightweight champion, one of the best body punchers in the business, and you see him working on the inside against Leonard. Padilla is letting them fight. And that's exactly what Duran is doing. Look at him rip the uppercut. Leonard trying to fight back, but this fight is being fought at close quarters where Duran wants it. Look at Duran go, working combinations on the inside. Terrific right hand downstairs. This is the fury that Duran wanted to bring into this fight. And because Leonard is right there for him, he is having a field day. Good shot underneath, the right hand by Duran. Again, he has Leonard pinned against the ropes, landing uppercuts, hooks to the body. Leonard unable to fight back effectively off the ropes, and Duran just pummeling him with uppercuts on the inside. And Carlos Padilla lets them fight, and that is to Duran's benefit. Leonard throwing quick combinations off those ropes, but Duran, a great defensive fighter, able to pick them off. Good right inside by Leonard. Round 3, much like round 2 for Ray Leonard, a tough one. He's endured a lot of punishment to the body from Duran. This is the city in which Ray Leonard won his Olympic gold medal, but boy, tonight in Montreal, things a bit different. Look at Duran go to work on him. And Leonard just standing there. He is a stationary target, deciding to go toe-to-toe with Duran, and it hasn't worked for him so far. The hands of stone has had things his way. It's a macho struggle, and Duran seldom loses those kind. Leonard nailing him with a good left hook. He is forcing Ray Leonard to fight on the inside. Leonard holding and then throwing combinations. Duran making him miss. A big third round for Roberto Duran. He's off to a big start in his bid to win the welterweight crown. They continue to struggle on the inside, but Leonard landing a big right hand. When Leonard gets punching room, he's tough, but Roberto Duran has forced him to fight on the inside. Duran continues to jab his way in and then just throw bombs to the body. And those shots have to be hurting Ray Leonard. And maybe as much as anything, they've slowed him down. And Duran working so well on the inside. Sugar Ray Leonard's going to have to change his tactics in this bout if he's going to come away with a win. The beat has continued on the inside with Duran constantly working his way in and beating Leonard to the punch. Duran trying to become the first lightweight champion to step up and win the welterweight crown in 46 years, and there you see how he may be doing it. Beating Leonard to the punch and working his own combinations. Look at the pawing jab as Duran tries to work his way in. He has had no trouble getting by Leonard's jab. And once inside, he is throwing excellent combinations. Again, the jab gets Duran in close where he can work to the body. It's been a struggle, a war of attrition, made more so by Leonard's refusal to box. He's standing in there mano a mano with Roberto Duran. Good hook by Duran. Leonard trying to fight back on the inside, but that's Duran's office. He knows what to do in there. Duran has been stalking Leonard throughout this bout and landing, but there's a good left hook underneath by Leonard. So many good body punches by both men in this match. Look at him work downstairs. It's all on the line here. The final seconds. Duran and Leonard, they have battled for 15 rounds. Look at Leonard throwing combinations. Roberto Duran says, hit me, it won't hurt. The final seconds of what has turned out to be a classic struggle. It's over, and Roberto Duran feels that he will be welterweight champion. Nothing but disdain for Sugar Ray Leonard. The fierce pride of the hands of stone, never more evident.
Unfortunately for the famous Hands of Stone, this great victory would be followed by the most mysterious surrender in ring history. The Roberto Duran Sugar Ray Leonard rematch will be remembered for the infamous words, "No mas, no mas." Undefeated WBA welterweight champion Thomas Hearns. WBC welterweight champion Sugar Ray Leonard. The unification of the welterweight title was the Hitman's opportunity to step out of the shadow of the Sugar Man. After avenging his loss to Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard was ready to reach for greatness. This fight would be a significant landmark in both fighters' careers.
Done it for him here. Oh, look out! Battle after the bell. Thomas Hearns throwing a punch at Sugar Ray Leonard after the bell.
Well, Sugar Ray had tapped him sort of playfully, but there's no play in Tommy Hearns. He's wound up so tight that he wants to fight.
Has dominated the fight since round one.
When they call him the Cobra, they know what they're talking about. He's wound up tight as a spring. Good jab by Hearns. Snaps back Leonard's head.
Hearns, calm, cool, collected, is making a chopping block of Leonard now. Hearns may have been hurt. Hearns, he may have wobbled and maybe he didn't.
He did wobble. It's 48 seconds left. He wobbled him. But he's recovered. He wobbled Hearns. His legs are still not the same. Now he's wobbled Leonard. Now he's wobbled Leonard.
They've both been in trouble here. This is a battle of attrition. Leonard takes a good punch. So does Hearns.
The best round for Leonard by far.
The pace has been tremendous, torrid all the way, and neither one seems tired at the moment.
I'm amazed that Sugar doesn't get up on his toes with him and bounce with him. He's much faster and he's much quicker of foot.
There's a big right.
That gave confidence back to Hearns, an awful lot of confidence
That's
to
the
Hearns.
best punch he's landed tonight. But Leonard took it well.
Leonard standing still.
A big round for Hearns. Less than a minute to go.
Here comes Leonard's attack. He doesn't mount it.
Leonard is game. He trades with his man, but he's taking a battering in this round.
He's trading one punch for 4 or 5.
You took control now. You took control. Yeah, keep the right hand up. I better tell you. Right hand up. Bang, bang, keep it up.
Leonard's left eye is a caution now. It's almost completely closed.
I don't remember anybody hitting Sugar Ray Leonard all of these jabs. I don't remember anybody fighting him with a 7.5-inch reach advantage either.
Look at that. Darting left hand. That's why they call him the Motor City Cobra. I'm talking about Thomas Hearns. Half a minute to go in the round. A frustrating round for Ray Leonard.
He's getting desperate. He's throwing those big, big punches. Hoping to hit.
I think it's his only hope, Bertie.
You're blowing it now, son. You're blowing it. Okay, put the ices back. Keep that there. Keep that there, Ray, baby, right there. Open your mouth. Let's go. Come on, Ray. You gotta be quicker. You gotta take it away from him, okay?
I think Leonard has to fight a desperate fight. Good right hand. That
Hearns
weave.
was hurt again. Hearns was hurt. He's trying to hold on. has him. Now Hearns is fighting back.
Hearns got in 2 beautiful shots.
Another one, a little low.
40 seconds. Angelo screaming right hand.
Hearns is actually running away now.
Oh, what a hook by Hearns right on the
That may
button.
have hurt. Leonard keeps coming on. He's a bull. Leonard takes a better punch.
19 seconds to go. Can he weather it?
I don't know.
He's hitting on the brakes. He's doing everything. 12 seconds to go. Hearns is in desperate trouble.
The bell cannot save him if he goes down. That is counted a knockdown. He's letting time run out.
His time ran out.
A big run by Leonard. Leonard coming on again.
There was that right hand.
Oh! That nailed him.
Now it's minute 44. Time is running out on Tommy Hearns.
He's got to grab him. Leonard gives him no rest. Hearns is in real trouble.
Hearns got a punch. Hearns has got to give him some respect.
Or grab hold of him, which he's not doing.
No, he's too weak. He has nothing left. He's going to be knocked out. And
The referee is stopping the fight. The referee is stopping the fight.
Will there be a rematch? You know, I don't have too much to say. You know, I proved myself. I think all the ultimate questions should be asked of Thomas Hearns and his managers and trainers. You know, I proved that I'm the best welterweight in the world. You have to ask them the rest of the questions.
The problem was there was 2 champions in the same division, and one of us had to be eliminated. May I say, Detroit, I shall return.
Sugar Ray Leonard was now in the 2nd year of his retirement. The hitman, Thomas Hearns, had earned a 2nd world championship. Roberto Duran won his 3rd world title, rising from the ashes of No Mas. And marvelous Marvin Hagler continued his undisputed rule over the middleweight division. The hands of stone versus the marvelous middleweight champion, Hagler, an ominous roadblock in Duran's path to a 4th world title.
In the last round, Hagler.
Round 6.
In the last round, Hagler switched to righty, and I thought Sal was very effective, but he's not gone back to that style yet. When he switched to righty, he landed a very good straight right hand. This is a tactical fight, and the experts were divided on who they thought would win if it became this kind of fight. Many people felt Duran could not fight him from the outside, but Roberto's not doing that badly from the outside against Hagler.
A left hand by Hagler. Duran shakes his head, no, I'm not hurt. The couple of jabs there by Hagler had put Duran off balance and wide open for the shot. Duran with a right hand after he was hit by a right by Hagler. So we're getting some toe-to-toe stuff here.
I think when Hagler switches to righty, he is much more effective against Duran, and there he does it now. He can land often in the righty stance. There's the good jab by Hagler. A good right by Hagler. This is the way he needs to be in this fight.
A hard jab by Hagler from the orthodox stance. Hagler with a left hook to the head. Hagler switches to lefty, goes to righty. And they're in the center of the ring now. Duran not been able to make full connections as much as Hagler.
And I think we're seeing the key to this fight. If Marvin Hagler could sustain his attack as a righty, I think he'd be very effective. Good uppercut by Hagler.
We're halfway through the 6th round. Duran with a right and left. Hagler here applying some pressure. He's gone into another gear.
And it's Hagler on the inside, not Duran, who's dominating the action as many people thought.
Hagler now digging in now, throwing shots and he is catching Duran. Duran still coming forward. Big right hand by Hagler from the righty stance. That was his best punch. Less than a minute to go now, and Duran is starting to feel some of that power from Hagler.
And again, Marvin goes back to lefty. I don't know why he's so effective as a right-hander against Duran.
There's no question in this round, Hagler made up his mind to start to drill Duran, and he has approached Duran from a different philosophy, and that is, he has turned into slugger here. He was boxing Duran earlier in the fight. Duran is flat-footed, breathing hard, less than 30 seconds to go in the sixth, and Hagler is digging in and throwing shots from his heels.
And the strength of Hagler taking over here now, the first real middleweight that Duran has faced, and he's finding out how powerful Hagler is.
Hagler with the left hand, another left hand. In between, Duran missed with an uppercut. A strong sixth round for Marvin Hagler.
Hagler comes out right-handed, and he comes out banging. They told him too much movement in the last round, and he takes care of it by going right to Duran.
As champion, Hagler hasn't been this far before. He has rejected all 7 of his challengers in less than 11 rounds.
And the last time Duran went this far was against Benitez about 2 years ago, and he did not look good in the final rounds against Wilfred. He was tired and catching a lot of counterpunches.
Right hand by Duran on Hagler's head. But you know, Al, in my mind's eye, as I go back over the previous 11 rounds, Hagler has been difficult for Duran to hit. He's been blocking a lot of punches.
He has shown good defense in this fight. Better, I think, than Duran expected. Duran breathing very heavily, and I think Marvin now trying to go to the body to exploit that. Hagler took a breather in the last round, but not in round 12.
Hagler is back on the inside, takes a right hand from Duran, does some work with the uppercuts, and this is a whole different kind of style as contrasted against the previous round, the 11th. Left hook by Duran to the head of Hagler.
Now Duran is punching more on the inside, working the body a little bit. It may be too late, but he has certainly picked up the pace on the inside, what we expected early from him.
Duran with a right uppercut. There's swelling underneath the eye, the left eye of Hagler. They go toe-to-toe here in the 12th. Duran mocking Hagler. Dropped his hands to his side. Hagler's protecting his left eye.
And Marvin looks a little bit tired. This is starting to have some of the earmarks of the first Anna Fermo fight. Marvin tiring a little bit and perhaps letting Duran back in this fight. And of course that swelling under the left eye a factor now.
Duran with the lead right, he followed up with another right hand. And Hagler's got a problem with swelling underneath his left eye. This is reminiscent at this point of the Davey Moore fight, when Moore went inside on Duran and Duran connected with right hands. This is Duran's best round. Hagler with the left hand, an uppercut, points to his chin, as if to say, come on, hit me. Hagler with the left hand, Roberto with the right. And this is what it's all about. 2 champions going toe-to-toe. We're into the 14th. Hagler comes out winging.
And he came out right-handed and was effective. Again, I'm puzzled by the fact that he won't fight right-handed more often. Look at him go to the body of Duran. Good uppercuts by Hagler.
In the first 20 seconds of this round, Hagler has been a tremendous force here. Duran backing up, looking to get some punching room. Right hand by Hagler. Duran looking at awesome force here in the 14th round, but he still sneers at Hagler. The fight of the year? Yes, I think so.
It certainly has been everything it was billed to be. And I said the onus was on Duran at the beginning to make this fight. He has shown us. He has come back from an early deficit and fought well toward the end of this fight. But I think Hagler's having a very good round 14 here. But will Duran come on in the second half of the round as he did in 13?
Hagler with a right hand that caught Duran. Duran still sneering. He's joking with Hagler, and we're deep into this fight. We're in the 14th. We're halfway through the round.
And this is what Marvin Hagler did not want, a relatively close fight going into the final rounds. He was very, very concerned about this. Now Duran is giving some lateral movement to Hagler, and he's taunting him.
Duran stuck his mouthpiece out at Hagler, taunting him, trying to intimidate him.
He may be sticking his mouthpiece out, but Hagler, I think, has done most of the scoring here in round 14.
We're in the final minute of the next to last round.
Hagler digging to the body again. Again, he works well inside.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the 14th, a round in which Hagler's done a lot of punching. He's come back strongly. I see blood. I think that the Hagler's got a cut. Yes, it's around his left eye. Hagler is cut.
But here in round 14, despite the sneering, it's been Hagler on the inside dominating the action, as you see him doing right there.
Hagler with a strong right hook to the head. Hagler knows he's cut. He's had an exceptional round, but they're going to have to work on that eye during the 1-minute break before the final round.
Hagler is throwing 5 and 6 punches to every one in this round for Duran.
And that cut has not reopened on the left eyebrow of Hagler. Duran now sensing that we only have a few ticks left on the clock, trying to get close enough, trying to get some punching room, but it's all Hagler down the stretch. Hagler with a big right hook and a left cross. Hagler takes a right hand from Duran. Hagler not taking any chances here, and he wallops Duran with the left hand. Duran with his back to the rope takes a right hook. Hagler finishing with a drum roll here.
If he feels there's a doubt about this decision, he certainly must be cementing it here in this 15th round, ripping body and head shots to the head of Roberto Duran.
20-odd seconds to go in the fight. Left hand by Hagler, and Roberto Duran drilled Hagler with his own right. 15 seconds to go. Two warriors, two champions, going the full 15 rounds. Hands of Stone turned out to be a formidable opponent, and he rocks Hagler with the right hand, Hagler with the left, as we head for the belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the decision of the judges. Judge Guy Jutra's scores 144, 142. Judge Yasaka Yoshida scores 146, 145. Judge Obi Oberson scores 144, 143. For the winner by unanimous decision, And still, the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
After his lackluster showing against Kevin Howard, Sugar Ray Leonard would retire once again. The hitman Thomas Hearns and Roberto Duran continued their careers, each of them hoping for a rematch with Sugar Ray Leonard. The outcome of this showdown proved to be quick and decisive.
Hearns using the jab and the straight right hand so effectively here against Duran. Roberto spent most of this first round on the outside. There's a big right. The right hand of Hearns sent him down. Wow, Duran stunned. Smiling, but in obvious trouble. Here comes Tommy. He's a finisher. Only seconds, though, remaining in this first round. Still, Tommy Hearns goes after him. Again, Duran is down. Big first round for Tommy Hearns. He has shot Duran with this quick start. Only seconds remaining in round one. Mercifully, it ends for Duran. What's this? Look at him. He goes to the wrong corner. Still dazed by the assault of Tommy Hearns. The hands of stone suffering right now. What a first-round assault he took from Tommy Hearns. We go back to look at the first knockdown. The quintessential Tommy Hearns right hand. A feint to the belly, and there is the straight right that sends Duran crumbling. There is no one in boxing more dangerous early than Tommy Hearns, and he shows us why. Now the second knockdown. Hearns mixing his attack to the body and the head, mixing in the good uppercuts, the straight right hands, entire arsenal of punches. And Duran, normally a master of defense, hard-pressed to block these shots, and amazingly, 2 body shots sent him to the canvas. Boy, Tommy Hearns can hardly wait for round 2. Remember, this is the same Roberto Duran who just went 15 rounds with Marvelous Marvin Hagler in losing a decision, trying to gain Hagler's middleweight crown. But tonight, it is a different story. Tommy Hearns is all over him here in the early going. Good right by Duran, but Hearns just keeps coming forward. The Hearns jab setting everything up, and again he's got Duran in trouble on the ropes. Duran is a master at covering up, but he has had so much trouble tonight trying to pick off those punches of Hearns. The right hand again stuns Duran. The speed of Hearns too much for Duran right now. Tommy nails him with a big right. Duran is face first on the mat. That's it. Duran crumbles, and Tommy Hearns wins it by knockout. Wow. Roberto Duran is dazed and confused. And here's why. Tommy Hearns backs him against the ropes as he did so many times in this bout. That right hand a precursor of what we'll see. Hearns just never stopped punching. Every time he got Duran on the ropes, he kept punching, and even if some missed, more than a few of those big bombs were getting in. Well, Tommy Hearns' right has always been his calling card, and there you see it again. Tremendous power in that right. From another angle, it's just as painful to Roberto Duran. Tommy retains his title, and now he's looking for a shot at Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler had established himself as boxing's #1 superstar. Both boxers kept their pre-fight promise that this would be a war.
Round one. Hagler, right off the bat, attempting to get inside. He'd love to be able to pin Hearns on the ropes if he can.
A more aggressive start by Hagler. Look at him, right for the body. Marvin Hagler only wants the body, and he bangs Marvin. Oh, Hearns may have hurt him with a right hand.
Hearns hurt him with the right. Hearns hits him with an uppercut. Hagler, he's hurt. Hagler is stunned. Hearns got inside, hit him with a right uppercut. Marvin ties him up.
Marvin Hagler is still hurt.
So it was Hagler coming out like a bullet. A good left by Hagler, but Hearns didn't flinch. Marvin going for the body. Wild first round.
Wow, what a shock. And it was Hagler who initiated it, not Thomas Hearns.
And a left by Hagler. Hearns comes back. Another right. That one stunned Hearns. What a first minute of the fight.
Tommy Hearns has been able to drop that right hand in, and it has hurt Hagler, a surprise to many people.
Another right hand from Hearns. Hearns moving. Hagler still pursuing. Comes in with a right. Missing with a left hook.
Here's where I believe Hagler should turn to righty. He could block that right hand easier, and he would land his own left hook.
Hearns with a devastating punch. Swelling near Hagler's left eye. Again, Tommy trying to come inside the hands of Hagler.
Low blow by Hearns. Hagler still looking for the body.
A right by Hagler. Good right got in. He has Hearns where he'd love to keep him on the ropes, but Tommy comes off easily. Another good right by Hearns.
Hagler is now shaking those right hands off, though, Al. He was stunned a little early, and he's normally a slow starter.
He's also bleeding. Hagler is cut. Hagler is cut. Bridge of the nose.
Hagler hitting him low. He is banging the body well. He is taking shots to the head.
He blocks that right. Hearns tries to come in with the uppercut, and Hagler ties him up with a minute to go in a wild first round. Marvin with a good left hand.
There's blood all over Marvin Hagler's face. Can't tell where it's coming from.
I thought it started from the bridge of the nose originally, but blood all over the face of Hagler here in round one. But Hagler has him on the ropes. Hagler working on him. Hagler relentless, but Hearns trying to box his way out. Half a minute to go in round one. How far can this one go? Not very far at his pace.
This is where Hagler wants him, but Hearns counterpunching off those ropes fairly effectively.
Tremendous first round. Hagler hitting him to the ropes, working on him, but Hearns uppercutting again. Hagler bloody. A tremendous, sensational first round as Hearns gets hurt. Hearns got stunned. Hagler was stunned early in the round. Great first round.
Wow.
Incredible.
Perhaps one of the best in middleweight history.
That was an entire fight encompassed in 3 minutes.
Where is it? Right there, no problem. Don't worry about the gun. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. The cut is over the right eye of Marvin Hagler. It's hard to tell if it's not on the eyelid, though. It looks to be on his forehead. That may not be as much of a problem. As we look at it, that was where it came, I believe, from that uppercut from Tommy Hearns. That was early in the round, but now later, Marvin Hagler digging to the body and throwing a right hook. Fought most of that round, in fact, all of it as a southpaw. He took the action of Hearns, a surprise early.
Well, the first round lived up to all the hype, and then some. Round two now.
Oh.
The glove, left hand by Hagler.
They said this fight would be determined on heart and the good chin. Right now, that's exactly what it's being determined on. Both men have been hurt. You can throw the strategy out the window right now.
A wild first round. Hearns again trying to uppercut. Hearns trying to box. Moving, slipping off the ropes. Coming back and trying to land that right.
They are yelling, keep boxing, Tommy, from his corner, and that looks like what he's going to try and do in this fight.
Hearns Off balance. His foot was stepped on, not close to a knockdown.
Excuse me, Al. Hagler turns righty. I think this could be a key moment in this fight.
For the first time, Hagler switching, gets in with a left hand. This round sort of the way people anticipated the first round might go. Another right hand stuns Hearns. The crowd, of course, emphatic over every punch that's thrown. Hagler, despite that least disadvantages, has been able to get into Hearns more so than I think most people expected.
For one simple reason. Good left hook by Hagler. He took the best Hearns could offer, and he did come in. He's getting through that right hand, even though he's getting hit with it.
Halfway through round 2.
Hagler has fought most of this round as a righty. Now he switches southpaw and lands. Not as effective as a righty as I thought, but now as a southpaw, the jab lands well.
That right jab. Hagler coming in with a left. Richard Steele saying, punch your way out, punch your way out.
A key element now is Hagler is working when he's on the inside. He's not just holding. He is working the body of Tommy Hearns. Boy, Hearns looks awkward, and his legs look like they're not there.
A little rubbery here in round 2. Tommy, though, fluid and moving. Trying to get inside again. The cut opens up over Hagler's forehead. And the blood begins to trickle down. Hagler working inside, now up top. Half a minute to go in round 2.
Oh, what a left.
Hearns trading with him. Hagler comes back to the right or left, and another right. He has Hearns in trouble on the ropes. Tommy trying to punch his way off the ropes. Hagler wants to keep him there. Goes to the body.
Hagler throws low blows. Marvin Hagler wants to turn this into an alley war, and he's done it. Another low blow. Richard Steele may take points away soon, but will it matter?
Second round coming to an end. Hagler bloody, but very much unbound. Into round 2.
Keep your hands up. Look, when you finish up with the shot, move off to one side or the other, okay? You're not boxing to being out here. Try to work on letting them miss with the left and going over here and then coming back with the right. Okay? You got to cut up bad. Cut up. Just box them. Stay away and box them. Just box them. Just get your second wind and relax like nothing had to do with Colin Jones. Just think careful. Just box it. When you get through with your shot, move off to one side or the other. You're getting hit on tail end punches. You understand?
You can hear Manny Stewart talking to Hearns. They work on the cut of Hagler.
And the Petronelli's good cut men. Goody and Pat have done an excellent job on the cuts of Hagler. What a shock that man initiated this war right from the beginning. And you know what? I thought he would do well as a righty. He has done better as a southpaw, and he may stay at that.
Again, Stewart telling Hearns to box. As you say, though, Hagler turning it into a street fight.
Well, he turns righty. He wants it to be a street fight. Listen, Marvin Hagler has been rough inside. He's thrown some low blows. He has thrown some elbows.
Don't push.
But you know what? Now the right is getting there, but it's not hurting Hagler. We've got our answer, I think, to some extent. Tommy has been hard-pressed to hurt him with that right. Stunned him early, but not in the last round or two.
Very early. Had him stunned, has him cut. But it was Hagler doing the damage in round 2.
And now, just as we thought might happen, Tommy Hearns was hurt early, so he is boxing. Now, he has good boxing skills. He did this against Sugar Ray. Can Hagler get to him in this posture?
Some people thought, as he again becomes off balance, some thought that if Hearns stayed outside and stayed on his bicycle, it would become a dull fight with Marvin chasing him.
But Marvin has been able to corner him, and when Marvin gets him in the corner, he is roughhousing him well.
Again, Hagler is all bloodied. Time is called by Richard Steele to send Hagler over to the ring doctor. He's calling the ring doctor in. The last thing in the world Hagler wants is the fight to be stopped. The doctor looks at it. Back comes Hagler with a wild left hand. It has to be impeding his vision with the right eye. You never know it, though. Tremendous right. Hearns appears rubbery. He appeared that way in the second round.
You know, Richard Steele is breaking these fighters very quickly. That's uncharacteristic of him. It's hurting Hagler because he wants to work inside. Hearns is smiling, but he's taking shots.
Another right hand. Hearns turns his back, takes another right. Hearns in deep trouble again. Hearns is down. Hearns is down in the third round and on his back. beat the count. I don't believe. Tommy Hearns tries to get up, and
They've got to stop this fight.
Does he get up? He just does no. He can't continue. It's Hagler, full of blood. Blood, no doubt, impeding his vision, stopping him in the third round after Hearns almost ended it on a first-round knockout. It didn't go very far, but it was a beauty.
And Tommy Hearns predicted a knockout in the third. Instead, it is Marvin Hagler, and we certainly hope Tommy Hearns will be all right. He is still wobbly. What a shot. Instead of Hearns initiating wild early action, it is this man.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler. So close to being knocked out in the first round. Withstood the barrage. You'd have to figure he lost round one, came back round two, despite the deep cut time called by Richard Steele in round three. Ring doctor observes, comes back, knocks him out in round three. So it's marvelous Marvin Hagler, 61, 2-2. Another look as we watch it at the end. Hagler with that right hand, that lunging right hand. Hearns turning his back on him, and then you'll see Hagler come in and deliver a right to the side of the head. Hearns backing off again, taking the right hand. Legs gone at that point. Down on his back, got up at the count of 10. That was the end of it. Different angle. Hearns, whose legs became rubbery in the second round, having trouble with his balance in round three. Turning his back. Another right hand from Hagler. But at this point, the damage had been done. Finishing right there. But Hearns was on his way down anyway. Only disappointment is that it didn't go longer.
Marvin, you took the action to Tommy right away. You went right for his body. He looked like he stunned you momentarily with the right in the first. Did that right hurt you?
It didn't bother me, just made me madder.
Okay.
I told you I was going to eat him up like Pac-Man. I figured once I get through the right hand, then it was all mine, you know, because I think the first big one, which you tried, tried to put me away out there, and I think that's when I got the cut there, but I wanted to show the world I am the greatest.
Well, you are the greatest middleweight. There's no doubt about that.
Hearns eased the pain of his losses to Leonard and Hagler by winning a fourth world title. Leonard could not resist the chance to steal the limelight from his former foes. Hagler was the opponent who could make Sugar Ray great once more. After fighting only once in 6 years, Sugar Ray hoped to do what many thought impossible, take Hagler's crown.
I just don't understand this. Marvelous Marvin is acting very, very cocky, but you can't let the other guy put rounds in the bank. He's much better as a southpaw, and yet he's fighting orthodox. I don't know why.
Just landed a left hook lead. Trying to cut that ring off.
Tim, if he fights orthodox style, he's not going to win this fight. He's going to have to switch around.
Well, that may be only a matter of time until he makes the switch, but it is a good question. I think each of them is trying to gain that psychological edge.
Yeah, but Tim, the rounds go in the bank. You need psychology good for a minute to make sure you win the round.
Holding and shows a smile to the crowd as Hagler bang on his body.
Right hand by Leonard. Surprising punch for him. I think Marvin is making a mistake. He's trying to prove that he can outbox Leonard. It's not necessary. Just try to win the fight. And therefore, Ray has done a psych job on him.
The 1987 version of Sugar Ray Leonard, quite a different look, but some of the same old stuff.
A lot of grabbing, though, Tim. Starting to hold early in the fight.
Hagler may feel correctly that Leonard couldn't keep that up for too long, doing all of the circling and dancing he did in round 1.
I'd love to know why he's not fighting as a southpaw. Fighting as a southpaw, watching Leonard in camp, he couldn't handle southpaws. Good right hand by Leonard, combination to the body by Hagler.
Into the 30-second mark in round 2. Good counter punch by Leonard as a lunging miss by Hagler. Hagler now pulls him for the first time in the fight. And Leonard punched his way out of that clinch.
Another combination by Leonard.
Final seconds of round 2. Another miss by Hagler, and Leonard made him pay again. That's the end of round 2.
Take southpaw that one. Go right hand of that round. Take southpaw this next one, okay? Yeah, get the water. Don't get it tight. I'll try and be a little looser. Just let him go. Throw those 1-2s and then keep pressing like you're pressing.
And rough his body up, stop.
Tear him up and try. Right? Be nice. You can't swap it.
Don't change the movement.
Be my man. You made these people take notes. You got them crazy. Keep it up. I want you smooth, baby. Smooth. You got me.
What is shit, dude?
Huh?
Just mad at me getting
all right, get him. You gotta loosen up right in here. Look. Your southpaw. Not putting it to him. Get the pressure on. Get a little rough with the bastard in there. Get it.
Now Hagler's boxing orthodox, back to southpaw. He's a little confused by Leonard, Tim. I mean, really, he can't find Leonard at all. Straight left hand by Hagler.
Got the left hand, not a lot on it, but he scored it.
That's what we call a range finder.
He's had trouble finding the range thus far.
Looks like Leonard, to me, is going to nail Hagler instead of the other way around.
Good move by Leonard out of that corner. Hagler thought he had him there, and now Leonard scores a combination. Confidence seeming to build as each second of the fight ticks away.
Good body shots by Hagler, though, Tim. They're hard punches.
Hagler's body punches, he's got to land them. And a little showboat punch from Leonard. That brought the crowd alive, many of them to their feet.
It's a great performance by Sugar Ray Leonard so far, Tim. Great performance. He has Leonard on the ropes. Can't hit him when he's on the ropes or in the corners. He's going to nail Hagler again. I can see the punches coming.
He just missed that combination, however.
Didn't miss that one.
Tried to make him pay, but Hagler got himself in a defensive position.
Ray told me that in the Mugabe fight, Hagler turned completely around when he missed, but Mugabe didn't make him pay. He said, I'm going to make him pay. And you see how he jumped on him then? Now Hagler's back to orthodox. He just doesn't know what to do. If I were him, I'd stay southpaw. His best bet. Now he's southpaw.
By Leonard.
Hagler's starting to get the range a little bit now, though, Tim.
Finally got him in the corner, landed a left.
Seemed like it's just was starting to get the range.
The conditioning of these two athletes is extraordinary. Hagler's solid right by Hagler.
He's starting to get the range, Tim. You can just see it.
That one forced Leonard to grab him. No question, Gil. Stopped on the ropes for the first time in the fight.
And hit a couple of good body punches. Now he's punching back with Hagler. Tim, he doesn't belong in there.
Into the round. A little more heavy breathing from Leonard as he comes back here after this 5th round.
See, you blew that round. You're trying to load up. Don't load up.
Don't load up. Wait and continue boxing him, Ray, and keep moving. All right? Don't let him join you until punching match. Let's keep boxing.
Quiet.
All right.
I want you to box. That is all.
That was the best punch of the fight.
Hagler straight
Best
down
punch
the
of
middle.
the fight for Hagler.
Hagler backing up Leonard into the Leonard corner. Short right uppercut.
He's nailing him now, Tim.
Right to the chin.
That's where he has to put that left hand.
Leonard in some difficulty. Hasn't thrown a punch out of this corner. Now he does. Trying to bang his way out.
Look at that determination of Ray Leonard. You talk about a champion.
What a display.
Absolutely gritted his teeth. Look at him go.
Again, in the middle of the ring, and Hagler stays there and punches back. A right by Leonard.
What a display, Tim. You talk about a champion, but he's got that solid rock to move, and Hagler just keeps methodically moving forward.
Under a minute to go, round 9. Most of the crowd here on its feet. Trading over there on the far side. Again, Hagler gets the best of it, but Leonard just keeps firing.
Leonard is punching in desperation now, though, Tim. Really trying. What a display.
Leonard holding on, and Hagler just slapping him.
He's tired, Tim. Look at those arms. Yeah, but he tries to be tricky. Nothing's going to help him, though, Tim. Not when he's tired the way he's tired now.
Hagler trying to find openings. Maybe a little arm weary, Gil. He's not throwing enough punches.
Well, we said they were going to have to fight, and they're fighting.
They're both exhausted from this round. That's the end of this 9th round, an incredible round.
Put your head down. Okay, we got 9 minutes.
Gotta fix the tape. And you're taking the satchel out of him, man.
Take away his hat this one time.
Those overhand, those uppercuts, you're automatic. You're not even thinking. You're throwing. That's fine. You're throwing a bunch. You're throwing him right back. You feel all right? I know you're putting a good fast pace.
Take away his hat.
He's zapped up. He's zapped up. All right?
All right. Mess this guy up. All right, Ray. Get up, sucker. Champion. 9 minutes.
Hagler moving his hands without a lot of authority, but scoring some punches. The showboat again from Leonard.
Well, we have to call him the Miracle Man after this, Tim.
Well, you're not kidding.
Anybody can have that layoff. Do what he's doing tonight. He's a Miracle Man. Never been done in boxing history. Never. Whether he wins or loses. And right now, he's winning, in my opinion.
Hagler missing wide open target as Leonard just leaned back away from the punches.
Beautiful move by Leonard. Tim, he has Hagler tamed now, Tim.
And Leonard flurries against Hagler and now escapes from the corner. Ray Leonard is having fun in there right now. What a story.
He's looking at the corner. I don't know why. Well, Tim, we have to call him the Miracle Man of boxing. He doesn't need any help from the corner.
He sure doesn't. Not what he's accomplished to this point.
Well, Tim, he's giving this round away, though. Sugar Ray, you know who the fans think are winning the fight.
Less than a minute to go in the fight. Now Hagler with a little showboat. Some shuffle back from Ray.
Look at Ray Leonard. What a cocky kid.
Well, this 30-year-old cocky kid, perhaps fainting weariness as he has a few times earlier in the bout, but also showing that psychologically and physically now he's in control.
The winner by a split decision and new middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
That scratch, that burn desire that I complain about, I think it's been taken care of. So I retire again. But you guys know me.
Leonard changed his mind about retirement once again by fighting Donnie Lalonde in 1988. Now, he renewed the rivalry with Hearns, who waited 8 years for a rematch. Duran took a 4th world title, while marvelous Marvin Hagler took a ringside seat. To many, it seemed unlikely that this rematch could live up to the pre-fight hype. But did it ever?
Hearns jabbing effectively. Emmanuel Stewart, his manager and trainer, said that he would do this and expected that as the fight went on, Gil, it would work in his favor, that he would be the stronger man in the later rounds.
Well, again, he's popping and scoring points, Tim.
Little short with it. Did land it, but Leonard picked it up.
But you see, when you throw a punch like that, Tim, it keeps the other guy and intimidates him a little bit. It keeps him from coming in.
See, Leonard knows right now he's a little confident that Tommy don't have no chin, and I think that's what he's aiming for.
Well, he may be aiming for
big right hand. Right to the jaw of Leonard. Leonard took it, but it was a big shot. And another one sends him down. The right hand to the ear of Leonard. It was the short right hand that staggered Leonard that really hurt him, although he tried to show that it didn't, but it did. Hearns bangs a hook to the body. A right to the body. The crowd roaring here at Caesar's Palace. A right to the chest from Hearns. Leonard looks very unsteady to me. Trying to gather himself, not punching.
You got to stay on top of Leonard right now. That's what Hearns has to do.
I think Tommy's taking a little too much time.
Too much time.
Landed a left to the cheekbone. Short with the right hand.
Tommy can't get careless in there because Leonard's trying to be slick. He's bluffing right now. Tommy shouldn't let him relax so much like this.
Overhand right, missed by Leonard. Right back from Hearns, not much on it.
Again, Leonard is trying to punch too hard, Tim.
Right hand.
Timing is not there.
Landed by Hearns, right to the body, back from Leonard. End of round 3.
That's right through his ass. Give him some water. Hold him down. Cool towels, Jake. Gotta move the top of your body no more. That's all I'm looking for. All right? Hey. Move the belly. Don't wait on it. Don't be too straight up. Don't wait on it. We got to use double.
Let's go back and see the knockdown.
All right, here's Tommy's painting. Beautiful. Followed in, and it was on the top of the head, Tim. Looked like a punch that almost missed.
Right, that's the one that sent him to the canvas, but it was a clean right before that that really did the damage. Not the one that knocked him down. He was stunned. He tried to pretend that he wasn't hurt, but he was already shaken.
Exactly what has happened. He's being active.
That's the right hand you're talking about, Tim. They both threw right hands. Again, that was a chopping punch.
That's the one.
But Tommy knew he hurt him.
You can see Ray here try to act like it didn't hurt him, and it wasn't much of a punch that sent him down. It was that one you saw a moment ago that did the damage. We have scored the first 4 on our cards for Tommy Hearns, including a knockdown in round 3 and a close round 4.
There's that scoring jab of Hearns. The fourth round was a very, very close round.
Leonard's looking for the big hook, though. And Tommy shoots the jab.
And Tommy's dropping that left jab again.
But he does it all the time, Gil. He's done it forever. I know you'd like to see him change it, but you know he won't.
And he's got hit on the chin doing it, too.
Yes, he has.
And you notice how slow Leonard's jab is coming out.
You notice that Ray just can't seem to reach him. He tries to throw
He's got to get closer. He's got to get closer.
Now is when Leonard should go to work. Right now is when he should go to work.
Short right landed inside by Hearns.
Again, this is Hearns territory where they are right now.
Right hand by Hearns, landed, and a left hook drops Hearns. Leonard after him. Leonard, Hearns trying to tie him up, and he does. Combination by Leonard, rocked Tommy Hearns, he's still wobbly. We're in the fifth.
Well, you know right now. Another right hand on his chin. Tommy's fighting back. Overhand right. Hearns fires a right hand back, but he's reluctant to tie up Leonard. Leonard's using a lot of energy, Tim. Hearns just covering up. Right hand landed again by Leonard. Hearns covering up. Leonard trying to find an opening. Hearns fires back and misses. Now finally grabs onto Leonard. Tim Hearns is not out of it yet. No, he's not. Here's solid punches by Leonard. Leonard to the body. Right hand right down the pipe on another. Hearns in trouble.
Hearns has got to fight back.
He is fighting back. Left to the body and a right.
He's got to get him back. Fight. He's got to be throwing punches right now. Right now. Throwing punches.
Hearns' legs a little shaky. Scored a right hand inside. Leonard may have tired himself. Spent a lot of energy, Tim. Missed a lot of punches. Under 30 seconds left in round 5. A swinging left on the break. Scored by Leonard.
Nice,
a left scored by Hearns. Short with a right hand is Leonard.
Hearns is dropping back and dropping his hands.
Hearns trying to load up on the right after taking all of that punishment. Final seconds, round 5. Jab by Leonard, not much on it. Hearns appears arm weary and still unsteady. End of round 5.
He's tired now. This is what makes a great fighter. You understand? This is what makes a great fighter. This is what's going to make you great.
Tommy's got to stay in the middle of the ring.
Short uppercut and a good left back from Leonard.
Tommy seems to be waking up right now, right then.
Tim Ryan with Marvin Hagler, Gil Clancy in round 11 of the scheduled 12-round championship bout. Hearns, Leonard 2. There's a right by Hearns.
Big right hand by Tommy Hearns.
Another one. And a left. Down goes Leonard with a combination from Hearns. Leonard looks hurt, gets up, but he is hurting.
Tim, I think that his eyes are clear. He may be hurt a little bit, but his eyes are clear.
Hearns after him, a left to the body. Leonard firing back. Down twice in this fight. A short right by Leonard.
Well, believe me, Leonard's in this fight.
A short right by Hearns.
Hearns, I'd still use that left jab. Keep pumping that jab. The other punches will come.
Hearns just got to make sure Leonard don't get that rest. You got to use it. There you go.
Hearns counters with a right. Leonard tied him up.
But both of these guys are showing all the championship heart in the world, though.
More than anybody expected tonight. The kind of action they've been able to generate. Their hearts were never in doubt. But the ability they've shown here, the struggle into the 11th round, firing bombs, has really been remarkable.
I don't think Tommy needs that right hand business anymore. I think all he needs to do now is pump his jab and coast home.
Well, he's got 2 knockdowns on the scorecard, too. We've got him ahead handily.
And look at Ray bang him back.
Ray bangs him back, a good left hook.
Big mistake to count Ray Leonard out of this fight.
I'm not counting him out. I'm just pointing out the score.
What Ray's doing is he can't possibly. He's doing what Tommy should be doing.
Under 30 seconds to go. In the 11th round. This is a 12-round fight.
There's a right hand by Leonard.
Right hand shot from Leonard. And bangs inside.
Tommy lets him go. Lets him have it.
And Tommy's a little tired.
Tommy shouldn't be backing up.
Right hand by Hearns grazed the chin of Leonard, but he punched right back. End of round number 11.
Go for it, then. Hey, coach, did you hear me? You got to knock him out in order to win.
Let's see that knockdown. A right that hurt him. Little delay. Missed with a left.
I believe it was the left hook.
There's another right hand and a left hook and a right behind that. And 3 punches. Cumulative effect sending Leonard down.
All right, take another look at it. There's the first right hand. That wobbled him. Missed the other one. Missed the hook to the body. And then there's another good right hand, left hook. And the final right hand, and down he goes. If I was in Tommy Hearns' corner, I'd say pump that jab, pump that jab. Don't let this guy close to you.
Don't let Leonard be too nice to you in there right now.
Right, and you don't have to take any chances.
No, when he tried it, Marvin, he smiled.
He smiled, tried to say, come on, we friends.
Right.
All that what?
Hearns after him. Now Hearns busy here early in round 12.
That's something he doesn't have to do.
Well, he is a gallant guy trying to put him away. Look at Hearns wail away. He scored 2 knockdowns already. May not have to do it, but there's so much pride at stake.
Both of these guys gritting their teeth, giving it their all.
Tommy Hearns wants this so badly. Sugar Ray Leonard, of course, one of the proudest champions ever, will not concede anything.
And do you notice the way Hearns is...
Right hand by Leonard.
Both guys landed right hands, Tim.
Hearns is waiting to get back in.
Another right hand, backing Leonard into Hearns into the rope.
Ray Leonard.
Got to fight him back.
And here's what Tommy didn't know how to do in the first fight. Hold on.
And walk him out of there.
Leonard's trying to push him to the rope so he can bang him.
Referee supposed to break him. Leonard did not break that time. He's slick. Marv, you know that.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here he goes. Come on, Tommy.
Leonard rallying, backs up Hearns again, but Hearns fires back.
But like you said, Tommy's getting a lot smarter. But
Tommy's right on the ropes now where he shouldn't be.
Left hook landed by Leonard.
And Tommy has nothing left.
Leonard in desperation now trying to put his man away.
Watch the clock now, Tim. Tommy has nothing left.
Right hand by Leonard and Hearns in difficulty along the ropes. Another combination. Punching back, but he's wide open. Leonard firing away. Could we see a replay of 1981?
Oh, but here's Tommy Hearns holding on. Look at that clock going around. That's what he couldn't do in the first fight.
Exactly.
Under a minute to go. Wild right hand by Leonard. Landed on the back of Hearns. Hearns wobbly-legged, but holding on, as you point out something he failed to do.
Leonard trying to walk in.
That's where Tommy gets in trouble. That's what he's doing better.
He knows enough to hold, though, Marvin, which he did not know how to do before.
So he's backing up on that rope again, and that's where Leonard wants you, so he can flourish. He's got to punch back.
Leonard giving it everything, and Hearns trying to punch back. Not much sting in his punches. Staggering around the ring. Under 30 seconds we go.
There was the big left hook by Leonard.
See, Leonard knows the last 30 seconds.
Leonard to the body and now up to the head. Hearns punching back, but no effect.
Well, Leonard's a little tired now.
Yes, he is.
The referee tried to break him.
That should be a point taken away
Leonard
right there.
punching on the break, a right hand lead score.
There can no longer be a knockout in the fight. There cannot be a knockout, Tim.
Final seconds with Hearns still on his feet. The crowd is on its feet. What a war!
What a fight!
This bout is a draw, ladies and gentlemen.
The bout is a draw. The bout is a draw.
I thought I won the earlier rounds, but Ray was able to come back. I can't say nothing negative about Ray. It's a great fight. I got to give him his props.
But would you expect with 2 knockdowns to get only a draw?
Well, I was hoping for a win, but you know how it is.
In an effort to erase the questions of no mas, Roberto Duran met Sugar Ray Leonard for the rubber match.
Leonard circled out of the corner easily. Now Duran sits in there, hoping to
nice
draw him
combination
in.
by Leonard. Good left hook.
Good left hook. Good right
Other left. So Duran gambled there and lost, and now Leonard picks up the pace. A good left and a right behind it.
And he thinks he has Duran hurt. Well, I told you, Tim, that settle down eventually, and he has.
Duran trying to tie him up.
This is what Duran wants to fight, but he's not doing nothing. This is the right way to fight, Leonard. Now you give Leonard this much rest back.
Right hand by Leonard. A left to the body. Counter from Duran. That got Ray's attention.
He nailed Duran with another right hand.
And then the bolo here, punching on the break. And a right hand lead
by Leonard. And Duran is not punching back.
A smile from Duran will not get it done. End of round 6.
I believe that no mask really affected Duran.
In what way, Marvin?
I think he really don't like Leonard, and he's all tight. He wants to kill him, but he can't do anything about it.
Round number 8, scheduled for 12. Ray Leonard remarked after the first fight in Montreal that the eyes of Roberto Duran reminded him of Charles Manson, a scary character of that era, now still in jail for a mass murder. But Roberto Duran, as Gil pointed out, showing the age as one would expect he would at age 38, but he summoned up quite a lot at age 37 against Barkley.
Big right hand by Sugar Ray Leonard. Caught Roberto coming in,
and right then, that's when Duran should have jumped back in the fight. He's losing the fight now because he's getting tagged and he's letting Leonard build up his confidence. You have to wonder whether or not Roberto Duran wants this fight.
Duran just can't get off, Bob. He just can't get off. Can't get off. And the crowd is reacting.
And Leonard, that's where Leonard wants to keep him.
Domination landed by Duran, but Leonard just fired back on his own, scored just as well. Now Ray's eyes wide open there. There's a lot of confidence showing through. He took a couple of shots from Duran. They didn't seem to disturb him in any way.
Takes chances, Ray. Way ahead in the fight and really reached with that right hand.
He wants to come right at him now. Take him out of here. Well, the fight's not over yet, and you can't get too overconfident.
Ooh, big right hand by Leonard.
By Duran, and Leonard's eye is cut.
Rocked Duran, and they clashed heads again.
That was the hardest shot that Duran threw.
I think it was a good right hand by Duran.
And that's what he was saving for,
I think so. They both landed, and the most damaging one clearly was by Duran. Just after Marvin Hagler said the fight isn't over yet.
And now they should perk Duran up to go after the eye.
Well, end of round 11.
That's what Duran been looking for all night.
They threw right hands simultaneously, and I think you guys are right that it was the blow, but their heads did come close together.
Take a look, Ray. Let's take a look.
He got it, Doc.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
What about and Vaseline? All right, let's stay inside. Let's stay inside. Go back inside, baby. There's no need for that. Speed up. And again. You got it? Yeah. Okay. Got the left hand up now. Protect that eye. No, run. Run to hold.
All right, Eddie Aliano working on the cut on the left eyelid. Let's see it.
Let's take a look at this exchange of right hands. Leonard's right on the eye, Tim. It was a right hand by Roberto Duran that opened that cut.
And you saw a big right hand by Ray Leonard that buckled the legs of Duran. But the damage done by Duran to the left eye of Leonard, final round.
You have to worry now whether that blood would bother him in this last round.
One of the best cut men in the business, Eddie Aliano, has got that Ativan shoved in there. And there's still blood coming down Ray Leonard's cheek. But again, he's just about safely home as far as I'm concerned. If anything should encourage Duran, it should be right now.
Right now,
firing.
Right after him.
You know, after he cut Leonard's eye last round, he never threw another punch. He just kept stalking him the way he's been doing all fight.
Right now. He should be cutting that ring, put a little bit more pressure on.
No punches from Roberto Duran.
Blood from the mouth of Ray Leonard and from the eye cut in round 11.
You know, Tim, if you look at both of these guys when the fight's over, you think that Duran won the fight.
Duran, I don't know what Duran... think the blood is starting to bother Ray a little bit, and he might get a little careless in there and start the fight, worrying about the eye, which maybe he can't see.
Judges are Jerry Roth from Las Vegas, Joe Cortez from New Jersey, Bob Logis from Belgium. And if this goes the distance, it'll be in their hands. As we see it, Leonard is comfortably ahead to this point. But suddenly this damage to the face of Ray Leonard.
Well, Tim, they're not going to stop the fight in the last round of a title fight. As far as I'm concerned, this fight's over.
Leonard was the heavy favorite coming into this bout. Most of the boxing experts picked him to win. Some went with Duran. To this point in the bout, he has excelled, I think, even the expectations of all those who thought he should win the fight.
Well, this fight's going to be over.
Final seconds. That's it. Duran raising his hands and not sure what for.
The winner by unanimous decision, and still WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World, Sugar Ray Leonard. Four great champions, one great decade of boxing.